I'm Dr. Maureen Brummett, and welcome to our first Outstanding Student of the Month award ceremony for this school year. So congratulations to everybody here today, and it's so wonderful to see all our little babies in the audience too. We've got a lovely crowd of family members that are here to support our students. So just a little background on this award. It's very prestigious. Only about 2% of our entire population ever gets this award. And it's special because it not only acknowledges that your son or daughter has done very special things academically, but it also speaks to their leadership skills, the fact that they are good citizens at our respective schools, and they go that extra mile to support the learning environment. And the principals, when they come up today, will share with you what that looks like at school, far better than I do. But it's important to know that, and a lot of the children here today already emulate what we call our vision of the graduate, something that we want all of our students to possess, skills and attributes that we want them to possess before they leave us for graduation. Many of your children today are already showing those very special skills, being good communicators, good collaborators, thinking, pushing themselves to think higher order skills, and doing the extra in the classroom to support the learning environment and their own learning. So we're excited to welcome you all here today. So how it works is I'll announce your child's name. They'll come up with their principal, and the principal will read through all the wonderful things that people at your child's school have said about them and why they were nominated for the award. Each student will get a plaque and some gifts in an envelope for them to take with them. And then I'll usually ask each child a question about maybe what advice they would give to a fellow student about how to achieve this type of success in school. Sometimes we go a little off script and talk about something else, but it's usually definitely no hard questions, all something they'll know very easily. And then at the end of the 7 schools getting awarded, we have the kids all come up here for a group photo, and moms and dads and guests can all come up and take a picture if they want. And the students' pictures will appear in my quarterly newsletters. And actually, my quarterly newsletter is going to be going out within the next week or two. And the last thing I wanted to let you know is we're having this videotaped. So for family members or special friends that couldn't be here today, you'll get a link to the recording of this event so you can share it out broadly with all the people that you want to share the good news about how well your students doing here in Newington schools. So hopefully that all makes sense. And without further ado, we're going to get started. All right. The first honoree is from Anna Reynolds. And we've got Mr. Smith here from Anna Reynolds, and we're going to tell you all about Jude Alzube. Alzubi. Darn, I called your school today too to get the pronunciation.
Don't worry.
Come on up, Jude.
We had it wrong, so I got it corrected.
All right. Well, at least I'm not alone. I had it right with the first name, Jude. I'm going to hold this for you until you're done. Mr. Smith.
So, just a little bit about the process before I begin. So at each school, there's an opportunity in the elementary, particularly for each classroom teacher to nominate a student to be their student of the month. And then there's a committee that has the opportunity to look at and decide who is the outstanding student of the month. And so our committee for the month of October selected Jude to represent Anna Reynolds. I'm going to share a little bit about Jude, so I have kind of like working backwards, or I'm going to start with Mrs. your 4th grade teacher, and then kind of go through her years at Anna Reynolds and what her previous teachers had to say about her, and then some comments from the special teachers as well. So congratulations to Jude Alzubi for being selected as Anna Reynolds' Outstanding Student of the Month for October. Mrs. LaFerriere, your 4th grade teacher, says that Jude has been such a great role model in the classroom these past few weeks. She has been engaged in lessons, helps others when they are in need of help, and tries her best each day, even if something is hard for her. She has shown responsibility by bringing her homework each night and completing work in class. One thing Jude does that Mrs. LaFerriere loves is that she always asks questions or asks for help when she needs it. She is very engaged in her learning, and Mrs. LaFerriere knows that she's going to have a great year in 4th grade. Mr. Roberts, your 3rd grade teacher, says Jude is an excellent role model for all students in every area of the school day. She helps students off the bus and into the school. She consistently meets expectations in the classroom, cafeteria, specials, and hallway. Jude shines in the classroom. She works very well with a partner and can work well on her own. Jude often finishes her math assignments early and accurately. She can explain her mathematical thinking and demonstrates her strategies by showing her work. Jude is very focused on her learning. She's an avid reader and enjoys talking about her reading with others. She's a joy to have in class and most deserving of being recognized as our outstanding student of the month. Mrs. Clear, her second grade teacher, says Jude is an amazing student. She is a role model for her fellow classmates. She practices kindness and empathy in everything she does. She's a great problem solver and perseveres through all obstacles. Mrs. Clear also says she was so lucky to have had the privilege to teach you. She's not only an amazing student, but an incredible human being. Congratulations, Jude. Mrs. Rodriguez, your first grade student, is thrilled to recognize you as Outstanding Student of the Month. When you were Mrs. Rodriguez's class, you exemplified resiliency, positivity, and leadership. Mrs. Rodriguez still remembers Jude's first grade year, a time when our school was in the midst of a major construction project. With classrooms constantly changing and supplies living out of boxes, many young learners found the transition challenging. But not Jude. She embraced every change as a new adventure and set a positive example for her peers. Jude's natural leadership shone through in her willingness to help others. She eagerly shared her experiences and knowledge, and students especially enjoyed learning from her about Ramadan. Her generosity, kindness, and enthusiasm for learning made her a standout member of our class. We're excited to honor Jude with this recognition. It is truly well deserved. Mrs. Keener, your kindergarten teacher, says Jude was a very responsible student in kindergarten. She always had a positive mindset and put her best effort into every task. Mrs. Gallup, your music teacher, says Jude is a wonderful example of an Anne Reynolds tiger. She is kind, inclusive, responsible, and engaged. Jude is a hard worker who always strives to do her best. She's a proud member of the Anne Reynolds chorus, and this year she took up the challenge of learning the violin. Mrs. Schumacher, your art teacher, said Jude possesses all the qualities of our Anne Reynolds tigers. She's kind to all and always engaged in the lesson and her work. Jude is inclusive and accepting of all cultures and is responsible. Mrs. Schumacher can always count on Jude to be a role model for her peers. Outside of school, Jude spends her time on the weekends learning Arabic. Congratulations to Jude Al-Zubi for being Anne Reynolds' Outstanding Student of the Month for October. Congratulations.
Wow, that's quite a list of accomplishments, including learning how to speak Arabic. Is it hard to learn? Of course. Well, good news. When you get to high school, what we have is a process called seal of biliteracy. And if you become fluent in Arabic, which it sounds like you absolutely will, you'll get a special seal on your diploma, not to mention if you're studying any other languages. So as you can see, our friend here, Jude, is already well on her way. Would you like to comment on advice you might give to fellow Anne Reynolds Tigers about what it takes to be successful? You don't know. Let me ask you an easier question. Besides what we've already talked about today, what are some things about you that we don't already know?
I go to Arabic school sometimes. I like to be outside. Art is my favorite thing to do, and I like to read books so much.
Beautiful. Yeah, it looks like you have a younger sister and a younger brother?
2 sisters and 1 brother.
Oh my goodness. Now we know a lot about you. Congratulations, Jude. Here's your goodies. All righty. Next up, we have Mr. Duran from Elizabeth Green School, and he is going to tell us all about Mackenzie Dominic. Come on up.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's my distinct pleasure to introduce to you Mackenzie Dominique as the Elizabeth Green Elementary School's Outstanding Student of the Month. Mackenzie is a 4th grader in Mrs. Griswold's class. She's been doing an outstanding job, and we are so proud of her. Here is what her teachers had to say about her. Ms. Griswold shared that she nominated Mackenzie because she has been a role model in 4th grade. She's often helping other students and the teacher. She asks great questions that would be helpful to all. And she advocates for herself and makes recommendations to others, which helps them to complete their work. I talked to her previous teachers also. Ms. Dietrich, her 1st grade teacher, states, she was so lucky to have Mackenzie in her class. She is a kind and compassionate student. She always demonstrated a willingness to help others. Mackenzie strives to always do her best. She's not afraid to make mistakes and learn from them. This award is truly well deserved, and Ms. Dietrich feels that Mackenzie will continue to shine and achieve great success in the years to come. Her second grade teacher, Mrs. Davis, says, Mackenzie is someone I will always keep near and dear to my heart. She is the perfect example of the phrase, attitude determines your direction. When faced with a challenge, Matt will always try her best with a smile on her face. She has been the kindest friend and looks on the brighter side of things. She doesn't let her diabetes define her, but she defines diabetes by showing her strength, determination, and not letting anything get in the way of her growth. I'm so proud of the well-rounded student she has become. Mackenzie's third grade teacher, Mrs. Whitney, shared, I was so lucky to be Mackenzie's third grade teacher. Her bright smile and positive attitudes are traits that I will never forget. Over the course of our time together, I watched her grow into a confident risk taker even when faced with a challenge. I know Mackenzie has a bright future ahead, and I can't wait to see what she accomplishes. Mackenzie's other teachers had plenty to say about her. They shared that she constantly is focused and determined and always gives off a positive attitude. She's quick to lend a hand to both the teacher and classmates, and she will always be depended on to do what is right. Now, I sat with Mackenzie and she shared a little bit about herself. She lives with mom, her stepdad, and sister. She enjoys reading, playing outside, practicing softball, homework, and talking with friends. When she's older, she would like to be an endocrinologist because she will be able to work with others who have diabetes like herself. She wants to help them realize that they can do anything and the diabetes won't hold them back. Mackenzie has done a wonderful job making sure that her diabetes does not keep her from accomplishing everything that she wants to in her life. On behalf of the staff and students of Elizabeth Green, we're very proud of you, Mackenzie, for being our outstanding student of the month.
So, Mackenzie, you want to be a doctor? That's amazing. And did I hear that you work really hard to do well in math? Do you like science?
Yes.
Awesome. I think you're ready to go to medical school right now. Did you know that we have a biomedical academy at Martin Kellogg School that you could probably apply to? Well, you're in 4th grade now? Once you get there, you'll hear more about it, but that's amazing. Any advice you'd like to give to fellow 4th graders?
Be really kind and listen to the teacher when they give a direction.
Don't you love it? Perfect advice. Congratulations. Keep up the good work. You can see why the students here before us today have been selected. They have some real special qualities. And what I always marvel at is their teachers, even from 4 years ago, remember them and how well they contributed to the learning environment. Now let's keep moving on. We're now going to go to John Patterson School with Miss Arlene Torres Ruiz, and she's going to talk about Victoria Liendo. Come on up.
I know. I love it.
Well, I like your dress too.
I need my own. All right, so we're here to celebrate Victoria. So I'm going to start with Miss Vizier, as her teacher. This student was nominated because she has shown kindness, responsibility, and dedication to our classroom. They went out of their way to help new students feel welcome and supported, and even suggesting adding Spanish books to our classroom library to make it more inclusive for everyone. Along with being a great help to others, the student stays responsible and continues to try their best in her own little way. Her positive attitude and hard work makes her a wonderful role model in her class. Last year, Victoria had Miss Jensen in 3rd grade. She says, Vicky's such a hardworking and kind student. She always tries her best, asks great questions, and never gives up when learning something new. Vicky showed kindness to classmates and was always ready to help others. Something that stood out to me last year that I still remember is that Vicky worked tirelessly in her writing. She didn't give up until she was able to independently write a paragraph in response to her reading, which is impressive as she was also working and learning English. I'm so proud of Victoria for her positive attitude, effort, and caring heart. From Miss D'Alessandro, Victoria has demonstrated outstanding growth in reading and enthusiasm as a bilingual learner. Fluent in both English and Spanish, She recently brought a book written in Spanish to share with me. I was amazed at her ability to seamlessly move from the same book written in English. It was exciting for me to hear her read in her native language and then translate it to me. While in the reading room in John Patterson, Vicky approaches every reading task with curiosity and determination, asking thoughtful questions and making insightful connections as she reads. Her wide knowledge and variety of life experiences enrich our discussions and has inspired me as an educator to do research about my bilingual learners and how they tackle the complicated road to reading. Her hard work, wonderful sense of humor, and dedication to her schoolwork truly makes her a role model for her peers. I actually also got a chance to sit and interview, and I loved it because she reminds me of me when I was her age. I don't understand Spanish. And so we were interviewing, it was both in English and Spanish. It was so cool. So I wrote my interview in Spanish so mom and dad can hear it. Okay, here we go. I know it's long, you know. Estamos muy orgullosos de celebrar a Victoria Miembo como nuestra estudiante del mes. Victoria es una estudiante amable, trabajadora, que trae alegría y energía positiva a nuestra escuela todos los días. Le encanta aprender, especialmente matemática, y disfruta pasar tiempo con sus amigos. Victoria dice que lo que más le gusta de la escuela es aprender cosas nuevas y estar rodeada de las personas que la hacen sonreír. Page 2. She loves when people look at her. Victoria es una amiga increíble. Ella compartió que si ve a alguien triste, siempre busca a los adultos para ayudar o trata de hacer que la situación se mejore. Su corazón tan bondadoso y su disposición para apoyar a los demás realmente la convierten en un ejemplo a seguir. Este año, Victoria está especialmente orgullosa de ser elegida como estudiante del mes por primera vez a nivel de toda la escuela. Ha trabajado muy duro y sabe que las cosas buenas suceden cuando uno da lo mejor de sí. Sigue fortaleciendo sus habilidades de lectura, practicando todas las noches y le encanta aprender el algoritmo estándar en matemática. She likes standard algorithm, likes math. Algo que su abuelita comenzó a enseñarle cuando solo tenía 5 años. Victoria aprecia a sus maestras, especialmente a su maestra de arte, ya que siente que ha reído mucho con su apoyo. Sueña con ser maestra cuando sea grande porque le inspire la manera en que los maestros ayudan a los estudiantes a crecer, incluso a nuestros pequeños Panthers de pre-K. Cuando se le preguntó qué significa ser un buen modelo a seguir, Victoria dijo que se trata de seguir las reglas, ser respetuosa y ayudar a otros a tomar buenas decisiones. Ella toma esta responsabilidad muy en serio, interviniendo cuando ve comportamientos incorrectos y ofreciendo ayuda a quien lo necesite. También queremos reconocer a la maravillosa familia de Victoria. Sus padres siempre la apoyan y están comprometidos con sus éxitos. Esto es una gran parte de porque ella brilla con tanta fortaleza, con tanta fuerza. Su amor y dedicación la ayudan a ser la estudiante increíble que es hoy. I promise one more. I had lots of good stuff. El consejo que Victoria para el futuro estudiante del mes, un consejo, es trabajen duro, hagan las cosas bien y las cosas buenas llegarán. Felicitaciones a Victoria, gracias por ser una líder, una gran amiga y un orgullo para nuestra familia de Panthers de JP. Estamos muy emocionados de celebrarte. So at the end of my interview, I asked her, I'm just going to translate this last part. What would you say, Victoria's advice for future students of the month? And she said, work hard, do things right, and good things will come. Congratulations, Victoria. So I think I might have heard it in there. Did Ms. Rosaries mention in her description of you about what you want to do when you're out of school, like when you go to college? Did you mention that in there? There's something about an avocado.
No, Mike, que dije que no se
Yeah, she did. She said I want to be, when I grow up, a teacher.
Oh,
She's interested in teaching.
Even better, even better. Okay, well, I think you're off to a great start. We need lots of bilingual teachers in this world, and I'm very impressed with how well you've done with learning 2 languages and doing so well in school. So
Truly bilingual. I love it.
at a very young age. That's
Yes,
amazing.
it's amazing.
Congratulations. Alrighty. Rounding out our elementary school award winners, we have Mr. Marciano from Ruth Chafee School, and he's here to talk about Nevada George Victoria. Woo!
Good afternoon. Excuse me. Good afternoon, everyone. As Dr. Rose said, Jim Marciano with Chafee School. This is my 75th or thereabouts Student of the Month ceremony. This is the first time that I feel I was able to predict who is going to be Student of the Month. Because this young lady standing beside me, when I first met her last year, when I moved to Chafee, impressed me in every aspect of being in the classroom. Her curiosity, her excitement, her joy that she demonstrates when in the classroom really is unmatched in so many ways. And it's so consistent. Every time I'm in her classroom, I see her at the edge of her seat, I see her hand up, I see her participating, I see her talking with her classmates and her teacher about the things that she's learning. And I think that just is representative of why she's standing here, because of everything that she's done up to this point. And I have some words to share from her teachers. Hopefully you'll hear exactly what I shared in that opening part. So, today is a special day for all these students, for all of you, and congratulations for that. But it is an especially important one for our very own Chafee Cardinals. As Nevada embarks on her final year as a Cardinal, I have the pleasure of sharing all the things that make her an excellent recipient of this award today. And it is a great honor to stand beside you and offer this to you in partnership with your teachers and your mom and dad, who I've shared this with last year as I got to know them as well. In the time that I've shared with Nevada, I have learned many great things about her. I've been fortunate enough to see her flourish through 3rd and start of 4th grade. She has shared with me her love for softball and basketball, both are sports that she plays. She has 2 beautiful Yorkies at home, Coco and Chanel, right? I got that right. I didn't put that together until it came out in here. It was quite exciting. Her love for animals runs deep, as she wants to be a veterinarian when she grows up. She enjoys playing with her friends outside, and she has a love of singing, reading stories from Diary of a Wimpy Kid and Dork Diaries, and pretty much anything that will make her laugh. She also enjoys sleeping. It's an exciting thing for youngsters, right? You need lots of sleep because she is working hard in her classroom each and every day. When we had a chance to sit down and really reflect on her achievement of Outstanding Student of the Month, we discussed the reasons why she felt she was chosen for this honor. She shared that she felt she was worthy of this award for being hardworking, being nice to her fellow peers, and always willing to help. She hit each one of these reasons perfectly, and you will continue to hear about all of these things from her fellow teachers in a few minutes. We continued our conversation. I asked her if she had one piece of advice to give to any student who wants to be student of the month in the future, and she would tell them, always walk in the halls. It's a very important Chafee Cardinal rule, walking in the halls. To be safe and help others when they may be lost, and continue using your manners and always be nice. Nevada has this desire to be part of our safety patrol, and I think that's coming up soon. I know she's expressed an interest, we've talked about it, she's ready to embark on that next level of not only being, because she's a leader every day, but actually being in that leadership role, so we're excited to have her do that. Many of the staff have had the pleasure of watching Nevada grow since she was at Chafee Cardinal in kindergarten. Ms. Bonvoy, who is her current 4th grade teacher, goes on to share how Nevada is an incredible student in many ways, but it is her passion for learning that stands out most. It is evident in everything Nevada does that learning is a priority for her. She is attentive, participatory, and always looking for a new way to do something or a way to share or connect things she already knows. She's like a sponge. Nevada is also an outstanding friend and classmate. She gets along with others and makes and maintains friendships well. What is additionally admirable is the way Nevada advocates for herself. She knows that she wants or needs to be successful, and she does what it takes to get it. I am extremely proud of you, Nevada, said Ms. Montfort. Ms. Nardi shared many of the same things as Ms. Bonfoy. Ms. Nardi had the opportunity to work in Nevada in 2nd grade, where Nevada had consistently demonstrated exceptional leadership skills, both in and out of the classroom. She led by example, always making thoughtful and responsible choices, as well as encouraging others to do the same. Whether working with peers, individually, helping peers, or taking initiative in school activities, Nevada shows maturity, integrity, and a strong sense of willingness. Her positive influence and dedication make her a role model for others. There is no surprise she is receiving this award. Even Ms. McGuire, who had the pleasure of working with her in 3rd grade, talked about how respectful of a student she was. She's a role model when it comes to perseverance. She is also very kind to everyone, making sure others' feelings are heard. Nevada is also able to express her ideas in very respectful ways, advocating for herself and others. I'm glad to see that Nevada continues to be a role model in 4th grade. Now, none of these teachers talked about this. These are all separate write-ups, but you see the theme that's emerging in all of the shares from her teachers. Mr. Balling has been Nevada's music teacher for her entire time at Chafee. He was very pleased to hear that Nevada had been chosen as our school's outstanding student of the month. Mr. Balling shared how Nevada is always focused and ready to learn, always listening for corrections and responding to musical cues. She is often the first one to demonstrate expected behaviors, and she is a role model for her peers by her consistent positive example. In music, she is a strong singer and is starting to learn the clarinet. I know she will do well because she has terrific habits of learning. I have no doubt that she will keep up the great work. As you can see here today, Nevada is a perfect example of what we look for in an outstanding student of the month. She's been an excellent Chafee Cardinal during her time here at Chafee, and although we still have her for the next 9 months, we know that she's going to do amazing things in the future as you head up to Wallace. And just want to say congratulations for all that you've done so far.
Thank you, Mr. Marciano. So, I already heard that you have good advice for students of the month about following the rules in the hallway. My question to you is, you want to be a veterinarian, what's your favorite kind of animal? You can list more than one. I know you like dogs, based on Coco and Chanel.
I really like cats and dogs, and I really like elephants too.
Oh my gosh, wow, that's a wide range of animal. Well, I'm sure that it's kind of tricky to be a doctor to big and small animals at the same time, but something tells me you're going to be just fine at it. Congratulations. There you go. Alrighty. We are now moving up to our middle school awardees, and I'd like to invite up Mr. Jason Lambert, Martin Kellogg Principal, to celebrate Ethan LaBranch. Come on up.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jason Lambert, the principal of Martin Kellogg Middle School. Before I get into the tribute that Ethan's teachers wrote for him, I just want to tell you a quick story. We had a situation today where one of our students at Kellogg required medical attention. And we had an emergency response in our building. This was at the same time that grade 7 lunch wave was going on, and Ethan is in the grade 7 lunch wave. Well, because of this medical situation, we had some staff members that were on duty that needed to be redeployed to help assist the student. As we were coming here today, my head custodian, Dave Richardson, stopped me and he goes, "Ethan is the man." And I said, "Why? What happened?" And he goes, "Well, we were short-staffed in the cafeteria, and at the close of our lunch waves, we have a routine where our supervisors help students get the tables cleared, help, they push around garbage cans to make sure that everything is properly disposed of, takes, food in the share bin, we do things like that. There's a whole routine around it. Without being asked, Ethan steps up and completely assumes that leadership role, understanding that there was a need, and he came and he helped keep that calm and keep the ebb and flow. It's a tense situation for everyone. And I was so impressed, and our head custodian wanted to hire him on the spot and do that. And it was just, this is a kind of a theme that you will hear in his tribute. So I thank him for that today, for reaching out, helping us out in a tense situation. Awesome job. So with that said, we have the great honor of recognizing a truly exceptional young person for Martin Kellogg Middle School. Ethan LaBranch, a 7th grader, stands out as a shining example of what it means to be an outstanding student and a valued member of our school community. It is with great pleasure that we celebrate Ethan as our Outstanding Student of the Month. Ethan is admired by both his teachers and peers for kindness, dedication, and consistently positive spirit that resonates through every part of his school life. He perfectly embodies the Martin Kellogg Middle School Big 3 values: respect, responsibility, and effective communication. These qualities are not just words to Ethan, they are principles that he lives by every day, in every interaction, and in every challenge he faces. One of the most remarkable things about Ethan is his genuine politeness and willingness to help others around him. He's always ready to lend a hand to a classmate in need, whether it's explaining a difficult concept or simply offering encouragement. His helpful nature creates a supporting and welcoming environment for everyone. In math class, Ethan's focus and engagement are truly impressive. He approaches each problem with enthusiasm and determination, seeing challenges as puzzles waiting to be solved. This natural affinity for puzzles enhances his deductive reasoning skills and allows him to find solutions to even the toughest problems. His perseverance and curiosity make him a standout student in math class. Equally, Ethan's character shines in social studies. Teachers describe him as kind, thoughtful, and deeply community-oriented. He is committed to doing what is right for everyone, and his humor and energy bring a special light to the classroom. Ethan has a remarkable ability to anticipate the needs of others and is always willing to step up and help, making him a unique and treasured part of our school. In science, Ethan's commitment to inclusion and curiosity is evident every day. He actively encourages all students to participate, ensuring that no one is left out. His preparation and eagerness to learn are keys to his success, and he approaches experiments and discussions with genuine excitement. His teamwork skills, positive attitude, and inquisitive mind mark him as a budding scientist. Ethan has expressed that science is his favorite subject. We're going to talk about that in a minute. Because he loves to understand how things work, a passion that will surely take him far. Now, Ethan's empathy and hard work extend into his English arts class, one of his favorites as well. So is one of your strategies to tell your teachers that theirs is your favorite core subject?
No, there's
I was going to say, well done. Just go for it.
so there's really typically very specific topics
that I really like. So, like science being my number one, I really like seeing chemical reactions and physical reactions and seeing how they work.
Very good. All right. Well, you can still tell each of your teachers that it's your favorite. Nothing wrong with buttering them up a little bit. It's fine. In Biomedical Academy, Ethan's optimism and teamwork truly stand out. From the beginning of each of his class, he maintains a positive attitude that lifts the energy of the group. He collaborates well with all students, especially during group projects where he ensures that everyone contributes equally and works together effectively. His leadership and kindness make group work a rewarding experience for all involved. Reflecting on Ethan's journey through earlier grades, teachers consistently remember him for kindness, empathy, and perseverance. Many recall his positive attitude, how he persistently sought help when needed, never giving up. Others remember his enthusiasm and insightful contributions during class discussions. Across the years, Ethan's polite, hardworking nature and friendly demeanor have left a lasting impression on all that have had the pleasure of teaching him. Beyond academic achievements, Ethan is actively involved in extracurricular activities like chess club, where he demonstrates strategic thinking, patience, and sportsmanship. He not only works to improve his own game, but generously shares tactics and analyzes matches for his teammates. He helps them grow right alongside of him. Outside of school, Ethan enjoys playing video games, football, and spending quality time with his siblings, showing he's a well-rounded individual with a variety of interests. Ethan LaBranch is an extraordinary student whose academic diligence, supportive spirit, and positive attitude make him a role model for his peers. His strengths across subjects and activities highlight the kind of young person who will continue to achieve great things in the future. Today, we proudly honor Ethan with our Outstanding Student of the Month award and celebrate his many accomplishments and bright path that lies ahead. Ethan LaBranch.
Ethan, yes. Whenever I spoke a little bit ago, he mentioned how you kicked in today at Kellogg, and that's, that's not something we teach kids. This young man organically did that because he's a good young man. But tell me more about this chemistry stuff. Is that kind of your future? Some sort of science job?
Yeah, and I also want to be like an archaeologist when I grow up.
Wow, archaeologist, huh? So you've got a real brain for science and digging up old things and seeing what they all put together. Is that kind of what you want to do? All right. Well, congratulations and keep up the good work. What a wonderful citizen you are. Here you go. All righty. We are now going to segue over to John Wallace Middle School. Mr. Dan Dias will be joining us along with Avik Kapoor. Come on up.
Thank you so much. Mr. Lambert, do you mind if I borrow Ethan tomorrow? I think Mr. Terrell is going to be in a meeting. We'll swing,
Vice principal action.
Yeah, we'll swing security car by, pick you up, Ethan, all right? Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. Good afternoon, welcome. It's truly a great pleasure for all of us principals here to participate in these ceremonies, get to witness all the positive, wonderful things happening in our school community. So congratulations to everyone here, all our award recipients, all the families. It's so nice to see all the siblings here today. It makes it very special to see this more as a family event. So thank you all for bringing them. On behalf of John Wallace Middle School, please join me in honoring this month's Outstanding Student of the Month, Adwick Kapoor. Adwick is a grade 8 student, and he was nominated by his teachers for consistently demonstrating the absolute best of what it means to be a John Wallace student. Adwick exemplifies kindness, determination, and integrity in all that he does at Wallace. He maintains a positive attitude and a strong character, making him a true role model among his peers. He has earned the admiration and respect of many students, both inside and outside of the classroom. Whether in the classroom, during extracurricular activities, or in everyday interactions, he strives to be his best self. His dedication, leadership, and genuine care for others make him a shining example of what we strive for in our students at our school. His commitment to learning, which we'll speak to first, is clear across every subject, and his teachers consistently highlight his thoughtful approach and quality of work. In Algebra 1B, Mrs. Bruno notes that Adwick is a very strong student, praising him as a leader, particularly when working with small groups of peers. Mrs. Wright, his language arts teacher, points out that Adwick consistently produces work of the highest quality, showing careful attention to detail and genuine effort. She also recognized him as a student who is trustworthy and asks meaningful questions in class. Finally, in social studies, Mrs. Perot echoes this, observing that Adwick is an outstanding contributor to class discussions and asks insightful questions. His strong character also shines through a responsibility and his willingness to assist others. He truly exemplifies our behavior expectations, which are responsible, respectful, and mindful. Art teacher Mrs. Johnson commends him for setting a great example for other students with his motivation and his problem solving. And his commitment to the Wallace community extends beyond the classroom. His music and chorus teacher, Mr. Civitello, reminds us that in addition to being part of chorus, Adam has stepped into his role, taking on the important role of librarian, helping with music distribution and organization for the chorus. Finally, our school counselor, Mrs. Kowarski, shares and sums it up best as saying, Adwick is a model citizen. He works well in collaborative settings, and he's highly motivated. I had the opportunity today to meet with Adwick before today's ceremony and just talk about the nomination and some of the things that he also does outside of school. So when he's not hitting the books, he shared with me that he's a member of Newington Swim Club, which is pretty cool that he just joined a year ago. And was always a swimmer, but finally decided to kind of take the leap and join an organized team. And he's achieved great success. He's now competing in the challenging 13 and 14 age group, even though he's only been doing it for 1 year. So congrats on that. He's also an avid reader, particularly drawn to dystopian novels, which I love as well. So we definitely have that in common. And it so happens in 8th grade we have a huge dystopian novel unit, so it's nice that you really got that under your belt. His love for reading shows he doesn't learning just doesn't happen during the school day, that it's a lifelong passion. His generous spirit is also something we like to celebrate. In his free time, he loves spending time with his younger brother, who's here with us today. And Adwick shared that recently there was a Student of the Month award as well for his younger brother, so congratulations, Mom and Dad, that's awesome. Great to hear. One thing we talked about is just advice. Adwick is moving on to Newington High School next year, but we have a couple fourth graders here today, and we usually have, meet with them at orientation. I'd like to ask our Student of the Month recipients what advice they give to new students coming into middle school. And Adwick shared that you really shouldn't be intimidated by middle school. It's just like your current school. You have teachers there who are always trying to help you, and you have even more support systems at middle school, which include a school counselor and an assistant principal that can also help you. So I thought that was some pretty sound advice. Looking ahead, Adwick is excited to move on to Newington High, looking forward to a new environment and some more independence during the school day. And overall, we talked about potential future career aspirations. He would love to do something in maybe the aerospace field, so he's looking forward to taking some courses at Newington High School. So Adwick, thank you so much for being a leader, a learner, and a supportive brother, and an exemplary member of our school community. The entire John Wallace community is immensely proud of you. Please join me in congratulating Adwick Kapoor as Outstanding Student of the Month for John Wallace Middle School.
So are you in the Aerospace Academy now? Well, you can still go into aerospace classes next year. In fact, they just proposed one about space travel and things of that sort. So we'll see how that goes. But so you anticipate a career and something to do with aerospace? Anything specific?
Really, flying planes, building planes if I can. And other than that, really nothing.
That's a lot.
Yeah, really just building planes and flying planes.
Building the plane and flying it. We all try to do that without, messing it up. But congratulations, you are obviously off to a wonderful start. Congratulations. All righty. So last but certainly not least, we are now here to honor our high school awardee. We have here Assistant Principal Mr. Harris, and he's joined by Addison Stafford.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. It is my great pleasure to be with you today to present the Superintendent's Outstanding Student of the Month on behalf of the high school for October. And I'm very proud to present this recognition to Addison Stafford, a junior at Newington High School. She was chosen out of approximately 1,300 students to receive this recognition, so kind of a big deal. She is not just a phenomenal student, but also a very well-respected member of our community. Throughout her time at NHS, Addison has taken or is currently enrolled in 12 honors classes and 5 advanced place or early college experience classes. She's involved with the Key Club, Student Council. She's an FBLA officer, the historian of the Anatomy Club, and the secretary of HOSA, a club for future health professionals. In her spare time, Addison cheers with All-Star Cheerleading, has been a camp counselor at Camp Eagle Feather, which she attended since she was 5, likes to bake. Her favorite thing to bake is banana bread, and I told her I'm happy to test out any recipes. And she also likes to spend time with her friends. Not only is Addison an incredible student and very active in the community, she manages these things with great character. Mr. Salonia shared that Addie leads with her heart. She was always supporting her classmates to make sure their head teaching day was a success. Mrs. McLaughlin wrote that Addison is a joy to have in class. She is always engaged in our work. She works great with peers and asks tons of questions. Her classmates always benefit from her curiosity. She is most deserving of this recognition. Mr. Sanflone stated that she always participates and is always willing to share and help. Her school counselor, Mrs. Violano, shared that Addison is hardworking, conscientious, incredibly kind, and intelligent. She is a strong and independent young lady who always puts forth her best effort, especially if and when obstacles arise. Mr. Sapko notes that she comes to class with a great attitude and is one of the strongest academic students in the junior class. He also notes her amiability, sharing she always says hello and have a nice day. Summing things up best, Mrs. Freese stated that Addison is an outstanding student and a phenomenal leader. She also made it clear that Addison is hardworking, empathetic, and motivated. With these character traits, coupled with the academic prowess that we talked about, it's not hard to believe that Addison plans to go to college after graduation with the intent of studying pre-med as the first step in her journey to becoming a pediatric oncologist. It's also clear with all of that why she was nominated to be this month's Outstanding Student of the Month. Congratulations.
We're surrounded by doctors today, which is absolutely a good feeling. Tell me what prompted you to pursue pediatric oncology?
So my mom had breast cancer twice, and the doctor that helped her, it was like a clinical type thing. So I just want to be a person to kids like that doctor to help people and make them feel better and help them feel better.
Well, we certainly need people in the world like you. Thank you, and I'm thrilled for your future pursuits. So congratulations, Addie.
Thank you.
Well, I'm sure you could all appreciate it, and I say this all the time. I love looking out at the sea of families here, just the smiles and the pride that I see in your faces. Rightly so. Your children have done amazing things, and they're still only just beginning their life ahead of them. So I just want to congratulate our families again on what they've brought to us and your partnership with us as a school system. How about a round of applause for our families? And I neglected to mention earlier on that we do have refreshments in the back, so don't forget to grab some of those before you head out. But I would like to invite our honorees to come up with their plaques. We're going to do a group photo. And then moms and dads are also welcome to take a photo if they so choose. So I'm going to move this table out of the way and we will get a photo op going right in front of the screen. Carry on. Appreciate it. All right. All folks at the back. Crowd around. There.